Siphamandla Goge was in court today and is joining us now this afternoon. Ncome, good afternoon. Well, you are having this battle now playing itself out in the courts, with Prince Simakade insisting, I guess, that government should not have recognized Mrs. Zulu as a rightful heir for AmaZulu throne. What happened in court today?
Well, basically, Prince Simakade's argument centers around three main points and arguments. Of course, there are other points that he will advance, but for now, three main things that he is asking for. He's seeking relief in a sense that, one, he wants the meeting of the 14th of May 2021, which basically where some members of AmaZulu Royal family participated in. He wants that to be declared that it was convened in an improper manner. So basically he says not everyone who qualifies to have attended that meeting attended it. Some people were strategically excluded from attending that meeting, which nominated the then Prince Misuzulu, who later on became the king of AmaZulu nation. But number two, he wants a decision by President Cyril Ramaphosa to be set aside. And as you see behind me, Amabutho are still here. They are being briefed. But Prince Simakade wants the president's decision and the government's decision to recognize King Misuzulu to be set aside, declared invalid, irrational, and unconstitutional. Basically, he also wants the third, relief that he's seeking is that the recognition certificate must be withdrawn. Simply put, he wants to dethrone his brother, King Misuzulu. But the relief that he's seeking is interesting in a sense that he says, hang on, once all of that is being done, there is no need to send the matter back to the royal family. Rather, let the president correct the mistakes that he allegedly made, because Prince Simakade alleges that President Ramaphosa acted in a conflicted, biased and hastily manner. He says he shouldn't have rushed the decision to recognize King Misuzulu when there was a dispute underway. That dispute was lodged by some members of the royal family who support Prince Simakade himself. As you see, some of Amabutho here and members of AmaZulu Royal family led by Prince Simpiwe. The Prince Simpiwe wearing a greenish t-shirt there, or rather a greenish shirt. There are other members of the family who came to court to support King Misuzulu, and there are other members who came to support Prince Simakade. Those who support Prince Simakade have left, but they did come to court, as we will take a walk down this road to show you some members of the South African police who came out in their numbers. There was a heavy police deployment here simply because there were fears that there were going to be too many people to come here. I'm sure they are not leaving things to chance. They wanted to ensure that everyone and anyone who attended this is safe. So this road outside court was, of course, blocked to ensure that there was going to be at least some order and stability, not chaos here. So those are the key main points that Prince Simakade is advancing. He is of the view that he is the rightful heir to the throne simply because he's the king's firstborn son, but also there was another custom that was performed of ukufakwa eswini. It's a traditional custom whereby a child that is born out of wedlock will be taken and will be assigned and delegated to one of the wives of any married man. So he says by doing that, King Zwelithini legitimized him so that he could become the next king of AmaZulu, because one, he's the firstborn son of the late king, but number two, he was assigned to the great wife, which is the late Queen Mantombi. On the basis of that and the fact that he says he was nominated and chosen by the royal family to become the next monarch of AmaZulu, so therefore he qualifies to be the king. And those are the arguments that he's advancing in court. So today we have adjourned, will resume tomorrow, but today also in court there was an argument that was advanced by Prince Mbonisi, who is the late king's brother, who basically wants the entire process to be sent back to the royal family. He wants a rerun of the process. He has joined this application of Prince Simakade, but he's seeking a relief that says only the late king's siblings, as the core royal family members, they call themselves the ruling family. He says they are the ones who've got a right, empowered by tradition, culture, customs and royal practices, to nominate and choose the successor. So he says that process was not done. They were deprived of that opportunity to do so. So he wants the entire process to be started from scratch. Of course, he supports another different candidate who is not Prince Simakade. There is a belief that he supports Prince Buzabazi, but in court papers that is not explicit. So that's what transpired in court today.
Yeah, this is likely to drag on for a long time, and we're going to have to see what's going to take place tomorrow. Thank you very much, Siphamandla Goge, for that comprehensive overview of what took place in court in this matter about the contestation that's still ongoing, now playing itself out in the courts for who is the rightful heir to AmaZulu throne.